All right, guys, in this video, we're going to be going over our special factoring, which is missing our b value. Okay, so when we have that ax squared plus bx plus c form, we have this form, we're actually missing this b term, right? So something like this, x squared minus 9 or 4x squared minus 16. So we're missing that middle term that just has the x on it, all right? So this is probably the easiest of all of the factorings. So let's take a look. All right, so on number 16, we have n squared minus 4. So in order to factor this, what we're going to do is we are going to take the square root of the first term, the square root of the second term, and I'm going to open up two parentheses and put our answers in there. So the square root of n squared, so that just means what times what gives me n squared. The same thing times the same thing gives me n squared. So that's just going to be n and n. And then 4, the square root of 4. So what times itself gives me 4? That's going to be 2. And we have 1 plus and 1 minus. And that's it. So if you were to write the minus 1 first, it would still be the exact same thing. It doesn't matter. The order of the plus and minus doesn't matter. So let's look at 17. Square root, square root. I'm going to open up two sets of parentheses. The square root of 9 is 3. The square root of n squared is n. The square root of 1 is 1. 1 plus, 1 minus. All right, number 18. Square root, two sets of parentheses. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of n squared is n. The square root of 25 is 5. 1 plus, 1 minus. Pretty simple, right? Number 19, square root of 36 v squared and square root of 49. So square root of 36 is 6. Square root of v squared is v. Square root of 49 is 7. 1 plus, 1 minus. All right, pause the video real quick. Do number 20 on your own, and once you have it done, unpause the video. Check your answer. All right. Square root. We have 9v and 9v. Square root of 64 is 8. 1 plus, and 1 is minus. All right, and that's really it. So we use this method whenever we're missing the middle term. So notice none of these problems have just a number and a letter next to each other. Like we don't have 4n somewhere, right? We have the 36v squared, but we don't have just the number and a letter with no exponent. So when you're missing that middle term, you're going to use the square root method, basically. And so remember that this is used when we have two terms, right? That kind of helps you out with that. If you have any questions on this, please come see me. If you need help with the other factoring, go ahead and review one of the other videos. Thanks, guys.